You've underestimated everything I've been through. I think you can't imagine all the things that I can do.
Welcome to Innovative AI Solutions, from concept to reality. Brought to you by Roasted Phoenix. Now let's get this started with our host, Al-Yen Aided. First, we will start with a quick introduction of both Roasted Phoenix LLC as well as our CEO. Followed by a brief project overview, discussing a proof of concept where we can generate short films and video by combining and choreographing several AI models with some engineering. We'll go over the project milestones, which also serves as the disclaimer that this is a work in progress. We will touch on our responsible AI approach, as well as the use of public domain for training. Some information on the custom front-end tool used to pull this off successfully. It is worth mentioning that the timing of this video is after the completion of the first milestone, so I felt it may help to include some of the challenges and solutions that were encountered. And finally, the two-part main event, first with the AI live demonstration, showing the tool in use. Then close it out with a video created with the June 27th milestone version, and a line of business type example, particularly in cybersecurity. Bet you didn't expect to see a little gray alien, did you? Well, when your boss calls you up and says get in front of the camera, you just go with it. I am an avatar representation for Roasted Phoenix LLC, a Washington-based film company, founded in 2020 to provide sarcasm in the form of short films. With over 50 productions ranging from several holiday specials, music videos, 3D animated short films and even a cooking show. Project overview. Back in April, there were some discussions on AI, particularly with Llama front-end and the various models that it could use. Upon further review, it was determined that there was potential in running the AI locally. The video is based on the stated June 27th, completion of the first milestone. The objective is to determine and then deploy a management interface to control the AI components. Project milestones. The first milestone is basic proof of concept. Something to determine the validity of proceeding further. Can the AI components be leveraged to make a video, aka the company line of business? The second milestone is considered when it is a working tool. There are some changes needed to make this a bit better. While originally one of the goals is fully automated, from the results so far and based on years of video experience, there are going to be times when an image will need to be swapped out, a tweak to dialogue or whatever. As for the third milestone, this is when the tool is production ready. I want to plan some flexibility in the requirements for this, as the lessons learned so far have been a little mixed. Responsible AI. So, the one question most asked is, what is our stance on AI used in art? Roasted Phoenix believes in ethical sourcing of content, and to help minimize issues, a focus on public domain content is used. In the end though, AI is a tool all the same as a paintbrush, but with code instead of oils. Front-end tool. The user interface is ad hoc and designed for internal use, so the bells and whistles will be limited. Ubuntu, Docker, and CUDA are three topics which were net new. Of course, the most challenging portion is the actual AI itself. Working with the various models with limited resources, VRAM in this case, while still trying to figure out all the terms and techniques involved. As with all learning, there are some interesting issues to discuss. Challenges and solutions. The first real challenge is the audio quality. A local text-to-speech model was desired, aka so the boss could clone his own voice for use, but was postponed. Hardware limitations require resources to be juggled. Image quality is a bit of a hit or miss with the Stable Diffusion SDXL model, and while they have other models available, they have requirements that are still in review. Consistency needs some work. Sometimes the images look good, other times they have 6 hands. To scale up while remaining on-site and local requires a 6 to 20K investment, so might be a slight delay. AI Live Demo. Now for the demonstration. As mentioned earlier, this is a two-part demo. The first portion will be creating the video file, and then the next portion will be the actual video created. So, let's get started.
Whereas the first section of this video was to introduce the company and the project, this section is more for documenting that I built something. As silly as it sounds, when you want to establish some credibility, it helps to prove that you know what you're talking about.
Here are some examples of the AI-generated output, so expect weirdness.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we navigate the digital landscape, it's becoming increasingly clear that cybersecurity is no longer a concern for just the tech-savvy. It's a pressing issue for every corporation, regardless of size or industry. Today, I want to talk to you about the top risks that corporations face in the world of cybersecurity. First and foremost, let's talk about phishing attacks. Phishing attacks are a type of social engineering attack where attackers send fraudulent emails or messages to trick victims into divulging sensitive information. According to a recent study, 76 of organizations have experienced a phishing attack in the past year, and the consequences can be devastating. In 2019, a single phishing attack on a major corporation resulted in the theft of over 100 million customer records. Another major risk is ransomware attacks. Ransomware is a type of malware that encrypts a victim's files and demands payment in exchange for the decryption key. In 2020, ransomware attacks resulted in over $20 billion in damages worldwide, and the problem is only getting worse. According to a recent report, the average ransomware attack now takes over 12 hours to contain, resulting in significant downtime and financial losses. Thirdly, let's talk about data breaches. Data breaches are a type of cyber attack where an attacker gains unauthorized access to sensitive information. In 2020, there were over 1,000 reported data breaches in the United States alone, and the consequences can be severe. In 2017, a major data breach at a major retailer resulted in the theft of over 40 million credit card numbers. Fourthly, let's talk about insider threats. Insider threats are a type of cyber attack where an employee or contractor with authorized access to a corporation's systems or data intentionally or unintentionally causes harm. According to a recent study, 60 of organizations have experienced an insider threat in the past year, and the problem is only getting worse. With the rise of remote work, insider threats are becoming increasingly common. Lastly, let's talk about supply chain attacks. Supply chain attacks are a type of cyber attack where an attacker targets a corporation's suppliers or partners. According to a recent report, 60 of organizations have experienced a supply chain attack in the past year, and the consequences can be severe. In 2019, a supply chain attack on a major technology company resulted in the theft of over 1 million customer records. In conclusion, the top risks to corporations in the realm of cybersecurity are phishing attacks, ransomware attacks, data breaches, insider threats, and supply chain attacks. These attacks can result in significant financial losses, damage to reputation, and even legal consequences. But the good news is that there are steps that corporations can take to mitigate these risks. By implementing robust security measures, conducting regular training and awareness programs, and staying up to date on the latest threats and trends, corporations can protect themselves from these attacks and ensure the security and integrity of their data. Thank you for your attention, and I welcome any questions you may have.
Hopefully you enjoy the show.
If you find this video entertaining, then like, share, and subscribe.
Everything I've worked for is resting on this moment. Don't know what I love more, the fight or the focus. I'm always in the shadows, hardly know that I exist. Think you're the best, but get ready for the plot twist. Watch this!